Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Before I get into it, I just want to say I'm debating on whether or not if I should change the channel name. I kind of don't like Just Kidding anymore, but yeah. So anyways, going forward with the title of this video, it took me 2 years to get where I'm at with this car, the 240. As y'all know, this is my pride and joy. It went down 2 years ago because it was making a weird noise in the head, and I'll insert that clip in here. After that, I started renting this shop. As you can see, I'm finally indoors. I started renting it last year, and when I got it here last year, the first thing I did is I pulled the engine out. Once I pulled the engine out, Tom put it on a stand and he started disassembling it to where we found out what the issue was. So there was some scoring in the head from the cams not getting oil, so there's no oil getting to the head, and that's what caused all that damage. So to fast forward and find out why that was happening, I thought it was the oil pump. The oil pump was fine. Everything in the engine was fine. What happened was the oil filter housing lines were swapped. And because of this, it caused that failure in my engine, because instead of it giving oil to the oil filter, it was trying to pull oil from the oil filter, but the oil filter wasn't getting oil. And that's what caused the issue. But because of that, I wound up building the engine, so I have a built bottom end, and I have like upgraded HKS valve springs. I have cams in this head now. I upgraded my fuel rail to a radium fuel rail. The MassWorks one worked pretty well. I didn't have to buy the radium one, but I did anyways because I got a pretty good deal. What else? I got a Future Fab exhaust manifold, and I did a 509 ignition for the cam trigger sensor instead of having the cast, because my cast broke. That's really all I did to upgrade, and I upgraded my fuel pump to a Hellcat fuel pump, which is like a 525 fuel pump. But other than that, pretty much stayed the same. Oh, and I also run ethanol in this car now. So I brought the car to Andy's Mobile Dyno in PA. He set up the base map for me, drove the car to PA, 2 hours, fine, no issues. Put it on the dyno, fine, no issues. It made 330, 300 on 93, and it made 350, 330 on ethanol. So I'm gonna be running ethanol in this car just to keep it safe. And like 93, I'm hoping I could run on the street just to clean out the fuel system, but it doesn't seem like I drive this car enough. So I just took it out today. It feels really good, but the downfall of my setup for sure is the actuator for the wastegate. It doesn't hold enough boost pressure, so if I want more power, that's all I have to do to upgrade it. And I can upgrade it with the HKS wastegate actuator, which is not very expensive. And another thing is I need to get cool air to my turbo. So I'm gonna show you the intake setup, and as you can see right here, it is getting heat soaked by all the cool air that cools the intercooler and cools the radiator. And because of that, my IATs go up and it pulls power. So if I want consistent power, I have to, what I will be doing is cutting into the tubs to make a solid area for the intake to come through. And then I'm gonna try to cut a hole there so it goes down, so it could suck up nothing but cool and fresh air. The car runs really good. There's a lot of things that I need to finish for the car to be 100%, and I don't think it'll ever be 100%. But little things like I need the coil pack harness, because this harness was made before this R8 coils was a huge deal. I need to get new harnesses if I want to go on the track. I need to make an e-brake bracket. So with my hydro setup before, it was okay. Like, I hated it, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it worked. Only because the reservoir was in the footwell, like, and where my thigh knee area is where the reservoir was, and my leg would hit it every time, and it was pissing me off. So that was the GK Tech setup. I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. So I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be fabricating my own bracket. So only the e-brake is there, and I'm gonna remove the hydraulic reservoir towards behind the seat. That way it's just a rod that goes from where the wheel is straight back to the reservoir, and I don't have to worry about that. I do want to paint this car. Like, I finally want to paint this car. I've had this car for 8 years and it's never been one color. You guys didn't see, but I was gonna make another video of me trying to fix the roof, and that wound up being a fail because it wound up being way too much work. So I'll show you what the roof looks like now. And as you can see, it's all flimsy metal, and this rod going across is really to keep it from flapping. What I did is on the inside I put sound deadening to prevent it from making that loud metal noise while I was on my trip to PA to get the car tuned. Beyond that, the car drives very good. I do need to balance the front wheels because it shakes a lot. But I also upgraded to 350Z Brembo brakes in the front. Personally, it's for aesthetics. My braking with the 300ZX calipers was perfect, but the rotors look dinky behind the wheel. I was not a fan of the way it looked. So I upgraded to that. It was, believe it or not, very easy. I put a 180SX wing on the 240 that I got from the 0.5 before we sold it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know this is this update video is a little long, but I really haven't made a video in like 2-3 years. So I just wanted to update y'all. The car is good. It runs good, drives good. There's just little things that need to be done for it to be very good. That's about it. So like I said early in the video, I will be debating on whether or not if I'm gonna change the channel name. Maybe to like the same thing on my Instagram as Kid Shaolin, only because I feel like just kidding is a little childish. But yeah, that's it. I don't know, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of the car now with the new setup, power wise, anything that you guys are worried about that I didn't think about. Just let me know. Appreciate it. Oh, and before I go, let me know if you guys want to see the whole build process of the 240, like taking it apart, getting it back up and running, because I originally set up this video to be that video. It's just, I don't know, it seems kind of pointless, but if y'all into it, y'all want to watch it, let me know. I'll just get all the footage, edit, and upload it so y'all can see it. But peace for real.